Cancer. We needed the undertone today to bring out all those vibrations. Cancer, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. This is a message for Cancer's sun, moon, and rising signs. It is a Cancerian energy reading, so please take it where and how it resonates in your life. It is your message. If you are looking for a personal message, a private reading, I do those. Please check out my website for the kind of reading or astrology service that works for you at www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com. All my extendeds are over there too. So let's get into this reading. Oh, you know, it's really ironic. One of the things that first popped out to me, because I am a Cancerian, and I have felt the weight and the heaviness of sleep. Really a sense of being exhausted, and also the inkling to please trust it. This is part of your growing process. This is part of your work. It's not an escape from it. It's almost like you need to enter that dream state or get more sleep right now in order to be able to put everything into the right places. So allow yourself, your psyche, that building block time. Because this is the card that grabbed me first. Take time out, but it's in reverse. It's not time to take time out. And this is not a time when you're being protected. Not that you're not always protected by your ancestors and by God, but ultimately this is a sense of, no, this is time for you to step up and sort of be the bear instead of have somebody else protect you. But hold on, in reverse, in the past, not too long ago, we said the miracles are endless. This isn't in reverse. This doesn't mean that you're not having miracles in your life. It's that you've received your miracles and your cup is full and your cup is runneth over. So you have everything that you need. Yes, this is in the past. And then we have truth transcends illusion in reverse as well. So it seems like you mistook something. There was a mistake here in your perception. You thought you had everything you needed. You thought everything was kind of set up and going well, and you were incorrect. So it is, yes, now confirmed that this is when you see, looking back, oh, I didn't have everything together, or I hadn't predicted everything, or maybe I hadn't thought forward enough or big enough. Whatever it was, it actually was not all worked out. You didn't have the full picture. A lot of times we rush right to the pleasures and please let this be easy. And it wasn't an easy solution. Maybe you thought it was an easy solution. It wasn't an easy solution. Now it's almost like you're getting the brunt of all of those mistakes. But they weren't mistakes that I think you can't handle or you can't get a grapple on. You just have to be open-minded, compassionate towards yourself, and not be like, I messed up, I should give up. No, this is a learning opportunity. And if you allow yourself the time, and that's more that sense of allow yourself that time, please. Do not rush yourself. Give yourself the time this time around to look at the whole picture and read the details that you may have missed before. This is the time to do that so you can actually create a foundation where this doesn't happen again, where you're not like a couple years later or a year later or a couple months later, oh crap, how did I miss all this? Now it's all tumbling on me, feeling like, oh my God, a wave just hit me on the head and I'm being drug under. It's because this has been coming for a while. I think you thought you had it all together and you didn't. This, for some people also, I just got in my head, this is a missed opportunity as well. So let's get into that. The cards that are exposed to me, we have Let It Shine and Time to Collaborate. So it's time to put yourself out there in terms of working with other people. I don't know what that means, right? For you, it could be actual work or it could be in your romantic life, but it's certainly during Scorpio season. This is my Scorpionic card. Peacock is sort of the relative, is relative to Phoenix. So it's very scorpionic energy, letting yourself be heard, letting yourself be out there, and also speak to others or speak with others. It is time to collaborate, so that could also mean some sort of partnership that's coming to light. Not a time to rest. Absolutely not. It's also a time to allow yourself to be vulnerable and put yourself out there. I think a lot of times with Cancerians, since we are such naturally defensive creatures, we don't like our vulnerability. Our vulnerability makes us feel weak, and so we hide. And because of that, what we end up doing is we don't end up making the mistakes we need to have made or have been willing to make in order to just learn. Let ourselves learn, be compassionate with ourselves instead of persecuting ourselves for making mistakes, instead of looking at those mistakes as they were mistakes, they were lessons. I was growing, and now I can grow in a richer, deeper, more fundamental way. And ultimately, I think that's kind of what is going on in our head right now. And then we have, in reverse, tend to the small things. And these cards sat there upside down the whole time, didn't see them, but it's the absolute message is we did not tend to the small things, and right now a lot of the details are catching up to us, and they almost feel like they're drowning us, or maybe even illness is setting in. Be here now. It seems like we want to escape because it's so overwhelming. This is not the time to escape, my friends. This is the time to hunker down and absolutely accept that there are details. We have to read the fine print, and I know that that is grueling work. Maybe collaborate or ask somebody for help, somebody who likes to look into things or search for things or can see things with fresh eyes. Could also mean that there's no way that you can do it. It's just you have to reach out for help, whether that's hiring somebody in your business or reaching out to a friend or a partner for some sort of help. Either way, it's like, can you please lay eyes on this, because I don't know what I'm supposed to do now, and it's too close. I don't see it, but I know something's there. Confirmed something is there, and it could be another set of eyes that actually has to go in and work through it for you, because there is a lot of I think not having been completely connected to everything that was going on. We also have a card that came out in the future. Life is a mystery. So we don't know how this will end up. We don't know how this is going to work out. It's saying that it's impossible to tell because we don't have enough of the details in place. Like, there's so much here that we don't understand. And so first and foremost, what has to be our number one mission this week is understanding and giving yourself time, making time to do those deep dives, to look at the details, to do the research, to do the learning, and then even collaborate with somebody that may be able to help you with all of this. Until that's true, we don't know what's moving forward. And if you are already working with somebody on something that's been difficult with you, that's the area where you're going to be making the breakthrough, because I do think it's time for us really to ask for some help. So hold on, because we had this big old fog point, and it's because intuitively we know it, but we don't know what we don't know up here. So this is that sense. Now, life is a mystery, which also could mean in not too long from now, or by the end of the week, you're going to get some serious surprises, especially with maybe past situations that we may have missed out on, a missed opportunity. So let's get deeper into all of these things, starting tarot. So something has really not made a lot of sense to you for a long time, Cancerians. And ultimately, that's what's coming out right now. That's what's being revealed. The reason why, if you're watching this a lot, if you're watching this, not a lot, if you're watching this right when I upload it, there is a lot of interaction between the moon and Neptune that's going on or coming into this week. And a lot of interaction with moon and Venus and Neptune. And these are very deceptive energies. They're very dreamy energies. They're energies that we can really get really tired with and escape to our dream world in. And we could get answers there, but at the same time, they may emotionally soothe us, but they don't make that transition into the real world. And we got an important card here, and I want to show it to you. Temperance. Temperance goes from the water, which is what we are, which is the psyche, which is what the moon rules, and brings it into reality. It seems impossible, right? Like, okay, but now his other foot, the angel's other foot is on land. Now that is actually Cancerian energy. That's the Cancerian space between the water and the earth, right? This sense of the bridge between both worlds. So something is being born. That's what Cancerian energy is, the mother energy coming from the ether and the concept and bringing it into the 3D, right? So we are almost like that bridge between that Neptunian energy, that Piscean energy, that nebulous energy, and the Saturnian energy, the Capricornian energy, the real world, 3 dimensions, height, length, width, and 4th dimension, time. We are that conduit or that portal. So this is really calling into mind something is manifesting into reality, into our lives. It is in the details. The devil is in the details. The devil actually came out. This is Capricornian energy. Remember, there's always an extended reading, guys, and we got to dig deep. So that link is down below after this reading. And then we have this energy of fear, right? Also restriction, being held back. And probably, a lot of that has been happening to us, but it's almost like something has been restricting your joy. Something has been restricting your real abundance. And what it's suggesting is it's not necessarily some evil force. It's more all the details you skipped and that you really need to go back and look into. Then we have this. It will make the impossible happen. It seems like the impossible. It just seems impossible to actually sort of get the happiness or get the full success that we desired or thought, oh, it's out there for us. This is where we're actually traversing that difficult plane and going to be very happy. We have a King of Wands that's coming out here. This is fire sign energy. It could be an actual fire sign male, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. It is definitely the energy of creating and becoming successful at what you do. This is the guy who makes the impossible happen. This could be specifically Sagittarius energy, growth, development, and expansion. And then we have this. So it's not like we're setting up to be going in a bad place. Overall, this week is going to be one that is quite heavy in terms of responsibilities and preparation. It's going to be quite heavy in terms of having to do shit we don't want to do and look into details that just irritate the crap out of us. And why can't the whole world be intuitive? It isn't. You know, and a big problem with Cancerian energy is that we are so predictive psychically that we don't forget the world doesn't actually, a lot of people in the world do, but the actual world doesn't actually communicate that way, right? We've got to read the fine print. We've got to sign the contracts. We've got to understand what we're signing. We've got to slow it down. And people with a heavy psychic energy are usually way ahead, but then they're always dragged back because they didn't take the steps in the real world that they needed. Nobody takes them seriously. So what this is happening right now is we are being like, all right, I will play the game because it's that important, right? It's going to make me that happy. I know I'm headed in the right direction. I know I'm headed toward a good thing. I know, and it's a time for us to reestablish our faith again. We've got to remember that what we have faith in is actually real. It already exists, but we've got to walk the steps to get there in the real world. So ultimately, we got to go back. There's some sort of details, and I got to tell you, it's going to be worth it. It is going to be worth it because there is a breakthrough that happens when we do that work. There has been a restriction on our prosperity, on our happiness. There could also be some sort of Capricornian energy. If you have a Capricornian friend, they could be actually the link between you and the unknown, between you and you getting the right visibility that you actually need to get the happy outcome. I mean, seriously, use your frickin' friends. Talk to them. Say something to them. Put the word out for them. They may be able to put a good word in for you. It's like you got to do it. You got to do the real life, the real world network. That's very important. Let's pull a moon card. Ooh. Okay. Everything with the moon is coming out toward the future, toward the end of the week. A time to give rather than take, and communication is key. This is Virgo, Gemini energy. Some sort of information exchange is essential to clear up the mystery or to figure things out. A time to give rather than take. That's Virgo energy. So there's some sort of healing here. So you have to ask out. You have to reach out. You have to reach out or provide more information. It's almost like more information, actual written, verbal information is necessary. You have to reach out. There has been maybe an uphill battle in this situation. A time to give rather than take. This is Seven of Wands to clarify, and Page of Swords. It's almost like saying, do not give up. Like, keep asking, keep after this. Stay on top of this. Keep going for it. Keep doing it. Almost like nagging, but who cares how other people perceive it at this point. It's not nagging. It's being relentless in your idea and in your communication. Make sure that they don't forget about you. That kind of energy. And then we have the Page of Pentacles here, which is a new opportunity. So this new opportunity kind of hinges on, do you believe in it enough to keep after it and to take the risk of digging into the details and doing the extra work and asking for your friend for this help? There's some sort of friend or colleague or somebody that is quintessential in helping you arrange things, discover things, understand things, set things up, maybe be your bridge, right? And be your kind of mouthpiece that says, hey, you gotta listen to this person, you gotta see this person. You got to talk to this person. Seven of Wands is don't give up on your message. Don't give up. Keep being relentless. Keep moving forward. It's got something to do with emails or DMs or little phone calls. This sense of defining reality instead of, it's like doing the work to define the reality, because everything is sort of mysterious and up in the air right now. Let's get a few more details with this card too. Life is a mystery. But what is this mystery? Just unmask this for us, God, is what I'm asking. An ending. 10 of Swords is an ending, and 10 of Cups is happiness. That's so weird. Oh. There's something heartbreaking here. A heartbreaking ending. Or heartbreak is ended. Heartbreak is over. Suddenly there's happiness and abundance. Heartbreak is ended. The suffering is the worst it's going to get. Happiness, abundance, and prosperity. Let's keep going. I will see you guys in the extended.